Alright guys, what is up? Sensei Swole checking in for the next YouTube video. Now, as you guys voted on my Instagram poll last week, there were two options. One was a what I eat in a day style video, other one was a quarantine workout video. The what I eat in a day style video is the one that got the most votes from the poll. So here we go. Today I'll be showing you what I usually eat in my off season. I'm still eating pretty clean, but like to add some fun twists into my meals. I'm still in prep for my competitions this coming October in 2021. 5 weeks into prep now. Meant to be 10 weeks out from the show, but I've heard it's getting delayed, so it might be a bit longer than that. Staying focused and looking forward to the competitions if they do go ahead. Other than that, I can't eat what I'm cooking today, but I want to break it down, show you guys what I eat during my off season. I'll be putting up the list of the macros, calories and all that on the bottom left corner of the screen with each meal as we go through them, and a total at the end as well with all the meals laid out, just to have a summary at the end of the video. About to get into it now, gonna head to the kitchen, let's get started. Alright guys, let's get straight into it. So here we have all the ingredients we will be using for today's recipes. All the proteins, carbs and fat sources. Now hold up real quick before we get started. I want to make this salad mix right now, which I'm going to add into all my meals. So I simply get a frozen pack of veggies from Woolworths. Then I literally just steam this in the microwave for about 10 minutes or so. Going to add some of this salad mix and mushrooms into it as well. And now we're going to get a big batch of veggies, which I'm going to add into all my meals. Now let's kick it off with meal number one, which is going to be some protein oats. So we're going to use some whey, some oats and some peanut butter for this recipe here. So the brand of oats I like to use is the Red Tractor Australian Creamy Oats, just a personal preference. Now for this meal I'm going to try and weigh out 80 grams on the dot, or as close as we can get of course. So here we go, trying to hit 80 grams on the mark. Now what we're going to do next is get some water. I kind of eyeball it when I add the water into the bowl, just trying to get a little bit of water just above the oats, and then we're good to go. So you're happy with that. You're going to chuck it in the microwave for 90 seconds. While we do that, I'm going to get some of my Evolve Incredible Whey I have here. Super lean, under 120 calories with 23 grams of protein. And then we're also going to add some peanut butter into this recipe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a scoop and a half of this whey. So roughly getting about 45 grams for this scoop into the bowl. So let's try and get 45 on the dot. A little more. And there we go, we got close enough. Now we're going to add some of that peanut butter in. So rather than tearing the bowl of weights, I'm going to put the peanut butter on, set it to 0, and we're going to try and scoop out as close as we can to about 20 grams of peanut butter. And there we go. Now we're going to add this into the bowl as well, and we're going to start folding this all together, just to get it nice and combined. So it may not look the best at the moment, but it will at the end. Now we're going to head to the microwave, chuck it in again for 60 seconds, and then we'll get that finished product for meal one. There we have it. We're going to mix that together. And the end result, nice, thick and creamy protein oats, macros on the bottom left corner of the screen. Now straight into meal two, which is going to be some tofu and sweet potato. Got 200 grams of this earth-grown firm tofu from Aldi and 200 grams of sweet potato. We're going to cook that up in the pan and combine. What I like to do with this meal, just to add some extra flavor into it while still keeping clean, is putting some cinnamon on top. Cinnamon also goes amazing just with sweet potato, but I found even mixing it in with this tofu is awesome as well. And I use tofu because as a vegetarian, this is a good fat and protein source. Now for the meal that I always use pre-workout. This is a good combination of carbs, fats and proteins, but a higher amount of carbs because we want to get some fuel for the workout. We're going to need some brown rice and this tofu here. First thing we're going to do is weigh out 100 grams of uncooked weight brown rice. Get as close as we can. There we go. And now we're going to rinse it out first, draining out that water. Going to roughly put in about 2 cups of water. Once again, I'm just eyeballing it from experience, and chuck it into the rice cooker for about 15 minutes or so. We'll keep checking in between.
One eternity later.
Now let's get it off and get it into our container. So in the meantime, I have pan cooked my tofu as well. So let's combine it all together with some of the veggies I made earlier as well. Here we go. And there we have it, meal number 3, the pre-workout meal, macros on the bottom left corner of the screen once again. Now, similar to pre-workout, post-workout I like to have more carbs as well as opposed to the rest of the day. So we have some jasmine rice and some whey protein isolate birthday cake flavor here. what we're going to do is once again weigh out 100 grams of uncooked weight in this jasmine rice. Try and get as close as we can. Pick some out. Here we go. Good enough. Now once again what we're going to do is rinse it out, add about a cup of water versus 2 for the brown rice, set it in here and wait about 15 minutes. Now in the meantime, let's set up our protein shake for post-workout. Going to use some whey protein isolate by Evolve. Shout out to Evolve Nutrition for making this amazing birthday cake flavor. We're going to aim for 40 grams. That's just based on the recommended serving size for this brand of protein, giving us about 35 grams of protein in this shake. So let's get that into the shaker. Got 40 grams coming in now. Bruh. Anyways, let's shake this up now and then let's check on our rice. There we go, 15 minutes have passed. Let's get it into our container now. Gonna add some veggies into it. Boom. And here we have it, our post-workout meal with the jasmine rice, veggies and shake. Macros on the bottom left corner of the screen. Now when I do get bored of this, another option I like to do is actually get a double serving of Nutri-Grain and use the protein shake as milk for it. Tasty and almost the same amount of macros. Now meal number 5, you can consider this a snack as well, really quick and easy. It's going to be 2 tubs of Chobani Fits. You can even use YoPros, giving us roughly about 100 calories with 15 grams of protein per tub. And we're going to put some almonds with this. So I'm going to weigh out about 30 grams of almonds, chuck it in with the yogurt. Here we go, getting as close as we can and boom. So there we have it, real quick and easy, macros on the bottom of the screen. And the final meal for tonight, almost like another snack as well, it's just going to be some Casein custard with the Gentech coconut flavor with some Chobani plain Greek yogurt. We're going to set this bad boy to 0, get 200 grams of the Chobani into here, getting as close as we can once again. And there we go, happy with that. Now we're going to add half a scoop of this Casein custard into here. So 20 grams going in now. And since this can be a bit too thick when you just add that in, I like to add a little bit of water. Then we're going to mix it up. And just to get the texture and consistency a bit better, what I'm going to do is put it in the fridge for about 15 minutes or so. Now let's take it back out, add the final touches into it. We're going to put almonds once again. We're going to get 10 grams this time around. Let's give it a little stir here now, and the final touch I like to use is this Stevie's sugar-free maple syrup. This honestly tastes amazing and just like the real thing, and it's almost 0 calories per serving. It's nuts. I use this in my off season and even when I'm prepping for my shows. So let's add that in, give it a stir, and that's the final meal before bed. So to sum it up guys, these are all the meals once again. The protein oats, the tofu and sweet potato with some cinnamon on top, the 2 Chobani Fits with some almonds inside there as well, the pre-workout meal, which is the brown rice, tofu and veggies, and the post-workout jasmine rice, veggies and protein shake. Can also go with the Nutri-Grain option, which is a bit more fun in my opinion. And to finish it up, the Casein custard with almonds and sugar-free maple syrup. The complete macro breakdown is on the bottom left corner of the screen. That's it for today. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Please slap a like and a comment on the video. It really helps with the channel, and I appreciate if you could subscribe if you haven't already. Sensei Swole, signing out.